right, something slight rebel on the mic, man. What's going on with y'all? We back at it again, Show Life TV. And we got a special one for y'all, man. So Salt Lake City, what's happening with y'all? What's going on, my boy?
Hey, what's the word? It's your boy JayJay Savage, man. How you feeling?
JayJay Savage, what's going on, bro? I'm feeling good. How you doing?
Shit, pretty well. A little sleepy, but we up.
We up, man. Yeah, you had a long one. You said you did a shoot yesterday. You did a video shoot.
Yeah, I did a video shoot yesterday, like 5. We started like 5, 6ish, and I think I got back to the crib probably 1 a.m. We went to the crib, took a little break, but we was back outside like we never left and shit.
Man, hell yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, let's get right into it, bro. So, where you from?
Originally I'm from Kenya, East Africa, but we in Salt Lake City. I've been in Salt Lake City like 20 years now.
Okay. Man, where about in Salt Lake City you grew up at?
Shit, when I first got out here, I was out here on the east side, like Mill Creek area, Mill Creek, South Salt Lake area. But I grew up out in Magna. It's like probably I want to say probably 20 minutes west.
No, okay.
Yeah, little ghost town.
Yeah.
Ain't shit out there really.
So, what was it like, growing up in Utah, and what was the culture like for you?
I mean, it just really depended on where I was at or who I was with. When I was with my cousins, it was like a different environment. Cause when I'm with my peoples, we speaking our language or we going, English, whatever. And so it was a little different. But when I was around other people, I was just trying to kind of adapt to all the shit that was going on around me, or like this, all the real life shit that everybody else probably ain't understand. Cause when I first got out here, like I was young, I was like 4, and I ain't know shit. Like I ain't know hi bye, I ain't know nothing.
Right.
So like really just adapting to a lot of just
the environment.
The environment that they got here compared to whatever life at home might be like. Cause I don't really remember what life is like back home, but whatever life might be like back home, it's like.
And what language did y'all speak back home? You said Kenya, right?
Yeah, from Kenya.
Yeah.
My peoples is from Somalia, and they had a war out there, so we end up in Kenya. But I speak MAAYMAAY, but the language I speak is originally from Somalia. Okay. So I don't even speak like the Kenyan language. So a lot of times people are like, "Wait, you from Kenya, but you don't speak the Kenyan language?" Kind of don't make sense. But my people, that's not, So yes. My people don't speak it. I don't speak it.
100%. It's like you being from New York City and then you moved to the West Coast.
Yeah.
But you grew up 4 years, like you said.
Yeah.
You got the little language in and whatnot. Y'all lingo down, and then you moved to the West Coast, and now you trying to speak Cali language.
And that's how I felt when I moved to Boston, cause it was like I ain't understand a lot of shit out there. They say I was trying to make a purchase of something, and it was like, oh, it's like 20 bills, and I was like, what? I was like,
20 bills.
20 bills. It was like, yo, let's chill out. You know what I'm saying? But there was like like $20 bills, and I was like, oh, but somebody from the West Coast, we would understand that.
Yes.
But I would say like Cuddy or something. But out there, they're like, oh, Cuddy mean like a crackhead or something. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that just mean like cousin to us. Like, we just call each other Cuddy. Like, there's so many of us, we can't, But out here, environment is a little different, It's calm for the most part, but it get wicked.
Well, man, I've heard, man. I've seen a little taste of myself, man. I've been here a few years, so I seen a little bit,
Yeah.
It's definitely something different. It's small as a muck.
Yeah. There's probably so many people out here, but it's just feel like everybody know each other for real.
Yeah.
But especially when you grow up in like certain environments or certain communities, or like you know certain people, or like you play a certain sport. Then
right.
Now you gotta know certain places or certain people. It's part of just being.
Talking about sports, did you play any sports coming up out here?
Yeah, I used to play soccer back when I was like younger. Mm-hmm. I started playing soccer. I want to say like when I was like probably like 10 or something, but I ain't played soccer since I was like 16, 17.
Jeez.
Yeah, shit got too wicked, man.
Yeah, and he said, I'm trying to go outside, mom, and see what everybody
Well,
talking about.
nah, that's the thing. I was really playing soccer to avoid being outside, cause like I was already outside, you know.
Right.
But it was just like I understood like, yo, I got other things to do. You know what I'm saying? But instead of always putting myself in a position to, you know, actually have a chance to just fuck up on purpose, it's like, shit. Let me see what everything else is, you know.
Right.
Like, but really, music came out of nowhere, cause with me, like I don't even know. I really never really went to school. I went to school, but when I went to school, I just sleep. Like I was going to school to like eat or just chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause my peoples was already strict, so I'm like I'm trying to. You know. But me not just listening to the knowledge that they was giving me, cause in my head it ain't sound like guidance. A lot of times, you know, like your people might be trying to guide you, but to you it won't sound like guidance. And then once you fuck up, you'll be like, damn, maybe my people was looking out for me.
Yeah.
But being young and dumb, like, you know, like I really just didn't care, you know. And that's where the savage came from, for real. Cause, you know, people are like, where you get your name from? Like really, they just started calling me JayJay, cause a lot of motherfuckers couldn't say my name.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But savage was just like, you know, since I was like probably like, you know, 12, 13, everybody was just like, yo, you know, so they just put it together. By the time I was like 7th, 8th grade, it was like JayJay Savage. I was like, that actually don't sound too bad, for real.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's crazy, man, because I swear I was going to ask you all of that. And you answered all of my questions just now. I mean, you asked some majority of my question in the beginning was, which is good, because then now I'm making my job easier. What was some of your, you know, influence or motivation to the music?
Damn. I was born at a really weird time, so it's like I kind of, you know, I still got to see the shit that they're like, oh, nah, you not a 90s baby. You don't know shit about that. Nah, like, we still see, you know, Tupac and everybody else that was, you know, coming up at the time. But really, like, there's just been so much music that's, like, been out, you know, short period of time, long period of time, like, but there's a lot of people. It just really depends on what genre are you talking about, or like if it's like real
so who was
heavy
y'all listening
spitters.
to out here in Salt Lake City when you was coming up in middle school, high school? What was popular to you? What was some of the popular shit that you remember?
I ain't gonna lie. When I was in middle school, that's around the time like the drill scene, the Chicago drill scene was like crazy.
Okay.
And you know, like, but I was already listening to like I was listening to somebody from Chicago. I don't remember. I don't remember who it was. I was listening to somebody from Chicago, and then but Dirk was like one of those people that just like, you know, it was just consistent, you know. And just like certain shit he would rap about. I was like, damn, like I get it, you know. I get it. It might not be the same shit, but when you young and you already see a lot of extra shit, you like, damn, like I understand. So the Chicago scene was like hella crazy at the time when I was in middle school. And I had this one homie, this white homie, he was like, one day we was in class, and we was in the hallway, and he was like bumping Chief Keef, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I ain't the only nigga listening to that.
Right.
Yes, but it was a white boy, and I was like,
oh,
hey, bro, I was like, where you learn that from? He's like, bro, he's like, I be fucking with Sosa, I be fucking with like a lot of people from Chicago and shit. And he actually put me on like more people on Chicago, you know, cause like I wasn't even listening to like Fredo and like everybody else that was coming up in Chicago at the time. But it was just like, oh shit, is a lot of shit going on out there. And then there was like a lot of artists my age too, like Lil Mouse. Like I think Lil Mouse was really one of like the first like Chicago drill artist that I heard, but he was like 12 at the time, and he had did the remix with the Get Smoke remix with Lil Wayne, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, ain't no way this nigga the same age as me, like basically, and you know, like, but I ain't know shit about rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really know. And then like Migos, we was listening to a lot of Migos. People used to tell my brothers like, yo, Migos, like all that shit is corny. Like why the fuck you listen to that? And then it was crazy because right when that Migos break off came, everybody was like, yo, this shit is so hard. And my brother like, what the fuck? He's like, I remember when I was listening to that shit like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and people was like, yo, what the fuck you listening to? Because at first it sounded crazy, you know, like first time you heard Future, you was probably like, what the fuck is that? But
man, I swear to God, I did. I ain't gonna lie, I did. R&B.
I ain't gonna lie,
So,
my parents was like hella religious and shit, so they ain't really,
yeah.
they wasn't really on the music shit. Like, so when they found out I did music, it wasn't even, it was already bad enough, you know, like they was, you know, so yeah, I was like, damn, like, this shit a bad look at this point, you know what I'm saying? Cause my peoples don't, but the people that understand it and they understand like what the music is, cause some of my people they don't even understand what I'm saying in the music, you feel me? So
right.
the people that understand, they're like, oh damn, like he actually got a story or he actually got a message, you feel me?
Well, shit. Well, since we're talking about the music, let's get into it, man. You got a catalog. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I fuck with that. Bro, you got a resume, nigga. You stamped by Show Light TV. You stamped, nigga. Tell them niggas, bro. Show Light TV stamped me with a resume.
Yeah,
I got one already. They stamped it.
You heard him.
100%.
He said it. I ain't said it, man.
100%, bro. From motherfucking Salt Lake City, bro, you got a resume. Just for like some of the artists that we just interviewed, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them as well. But 100%, bro. That shit is, that's work.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That's work. Bro.
This shit happened on accident. I was in making music. I was writing poetry.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about it.
I was writing poetry. I had a shout out to Miss Hunter. I had this English teacher, and she had I had joined like this. I was like, damn, boy, I'm about to graduate soon. At this point, like I'm about to just start doing whatever really. So I just signed up for like a creative writing class, and I was like, shit can't be too bad. Like it's a class. It's gonna give me credits, and else kind of was just like, okay, I'll see what it's really about. So I went to this class, and she had us doing poetry, and it was like slam poetry, and we had to like record like a minute video on our phone and shit like that and submit it. And I was like, fuck, I don't know nothing about. Like I would be writing shit all the time, but it was just shit that would just like just sound like a bunch of words I put together. So I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing. So, but when she said that, I was like, alright, cool. I did the video, and I did and around the time it was like I want to say it was like a couple years after Trayvon Martin died or something like that, and I did like a police brutality slam poem called Hands Up, and like she was like surprised too. She was like, you telling me you've never actually wrote a poem before? And I was like, nah, I ain't never wrote a poem. I ain't never even was just like, okay, let's go. Let's go.
Just open to it.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. I'm already here. I might as well. I'm chilling in class, like, cause back in like high school, it got third certain when I realized like, damn, I'm fucking up. I'm probably not gonna graduate. I was like, oh shit, I gotta fucking flip the script like ASAP. So it kind of all just worked out, cause I started doing the poetry, and after that, like I would just start doing them just for fun. Like I still got them on my phone. I would just like recording like poems for fun. I'd write a poem, I'd go record it. I have one of my little sisters record it or whatever, and I'd go like post it on Instagram and shit like that, post it on Facebook, and I was just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it just, people was like, oh, I fuck with the poems. Like one of my sisters, she told me, she was like, I feel like you were better at writing poetry than you are at doing music. And I was like, could be true, but it's a lot harder to like, I mean, you could do it, you can go on like open mics and stuff like that, and actually, still show your talent, or just record them and, show your talent. But music is a different ball game, and, poetry is not gonna get you that. What are you really chasing?
Right.
What are you really chasing? Cause to me, it's not about, hey, I want to be seen. I don't care to be seen. Even if I'm not seen, it's like I'm not, my reputation is not tarnished, or my legacy is not jeopardized in a way if I'm not seen, because I've already put in so much time and so much work that I don't need to rap another day in my life. I don't even need to make another song for the rest of the year. For real, I could drop another song for the next however many days I wanted to right now. But poetry was just like, alright. One of my boy KSG, when I was doing the poetry, he was like, yo, he hit me up one day. He was like, yo, why you do poetry? And I was like, I don't know. That's what I do, He was like, put it into a song. And I was like, boy, what? I was like, you sound crazy as hell. Because I can't do that. I could probably make a song into a poem, but I can't make a poem into a song. It's not going to have that same effect, Yeah. But when people would tell me, like, make my poems into songs, I was like, nah, y'all tripping. Like, that's not what we doing. One day, I was just sitting there and I actually started rapping. One of the homies was like, let's just start rapping, and I was like, whatever. I started rapping, and it didn't make sense at first because I was young. I was like, yo, this shit sounds stupid as hell. So I was like, nah. Because the first time I actually started rapping, I think I was like probably like 14 for real. But I had like stopped. Then I started doing poetry like 16, 17. Then I went back to rapping when I was like like right before I had like turned 18. And I was like, I had just like, I had this one homie. He locked me in with an engineer because I was looking at my Facebook and it was like popping up 2 years ago. You were asking for a studio and I was like, I was posting on Facebook like, yo, who got a studio? Who got a studio? Ain't nobody was giving me a studio. I was like, this is some bullshit, man. And I had one of my homies, Latrell. He ended up having like a little studio. He was locked in with Adam Banks. Shout out Adam Banks, man. ABX Studios, man. If you know, you know. We ain't gatekeeping, just know. If you know, you know. He tapped me in with Adam Banks. I was like probably like 17, turning 18, and I was just going through a lot of shit. So I ended up writing a song, and I locked in with him. We had did a song, and it was weird because right after we did that song, some of my cousins ended up like in the studio that same day, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, this shit. So we ended up doing another song that same day, but mind you, I was even rapping. Like I had dropped my first song, really just a couple weeks before that.
What was the name of that song?
My first song was like Simpsons.
Oh,
It was just some stupid ass shit. It was just like Shirty Bad like the Simpsons, you know, cause Simpsons and shit. I was just some stupid ass shit. But I was like, fuck that. I want to make actual music. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we did a couple of tracks that day, and then I had shot a video. I had one of the homies that I used to play soccer with. He was shooting videos for like $100 or some shit like that. And I was like, yo, I'm finna go shoot me a video. So,
Wait.
you know, I got I didn't even know what a mastered version was. I probably dropped the rough version. I don't even know. You feel me? Like,
right.
Who cares?
Who
cares? You know. So I got the song, went shot the video, and then I think I posted it on. I got the video back and I posted it. I posted the snippet and everybody was like, "What the fuck? You can rap?" And it was like my comments was just going crazy. Everybody was like, "Yo, we ain't know you could rap." And I posted the video, and I got home that day and my mom was like, "Oh, so you're a rapper now?"
Ooh.
And I was like, my mom don't even know nothing about social media, nothing. How the fuck she find out?
What? How did she find out?
Cause all my siblings was watching that shit. I'm telling you, bro. And when I first started rapping, bro, like it felt like I was like on top of the world. Like I swear to God, bro. Like I started rapping and it was like hella love. Like everyone was just like, yo, like you literally doing this shit. And I was like, it felt crazy, you know, because when I go home, my siblings is watching the videos, they singing the songs, or you know, I got other people like they're like, yo, like the people was actually tapped into the music, and at the time, you know, I knew a lot of people, and I hung out with a lot of people and shit, so it kind of all the other shit that I was doing outside of music was kind of helping me with my music because how good the music actually sounded, you know, and I don't know. I was just taking advantage of the studio time and the music videos. Now we I want to say how many songs in? I don't even know how many songs in. We probably 50 songs in the last year. So more than 50 songs in the last year, really.
We've been doing it for years.
Yeah, I probably got I got a lot of shit I could drop right now.
That I can say got a big vault full of songs, just like.
And it's not just songs. That's the thing. A lot of people's shit is just songs. You know, it's like you hear the music and you're like, alright, cool, I heard it. You know.
Okay.
You're like, but when you listen to the shit I say, you know, like you'll understand. Cause I'm only 23, but a lot of times people think I'm a lot older just cause a lot of the shit that I done been through, or like, you know, the shit that you actually hear, like the maturity you hear in the music. Cause you know, I get people tell me all the time like, yo, you've matured a lot, like with your music, you know. Cause when I first started, bro, I would just go to the studio. I would just freestyle and shit. Like I would just, I still do it now, but it's different, you know.
Yes.
It's different because now it's got a concept.
It evolved.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of creativity that plays a part. I was just going in there. I might be high. I might be sober. It ain't even matter what the fuck I was. Like all I cared about was we was in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Yeah.
You was getting that high from that studio.
Yeah, you know, it worked out.
Hey man, I love it, man.
This shit ain't gonna feel like 100% until
Right,
like
right.
you know my moms and my peoples understand it. You know,
Yes.
but they ain't where we come from. Ain't nobody doing this shit. So they won't understand it until it actually come with funds, not just the fun of it. You know.
Yes.
For them, it's like okay, you do that shit for the fun of it, but
You still gotta eat.
yeah,
Still gotta feed
you know,
yourself,
like
take care of yourself.
you know, but. When I first, like, my mom, she wasn't even cool with it. She used to hate this shit for real. Like, she'd be like, every time I call you, always talking about you in the studio. And I had to explain to her, like, yo, mom, like, I could be doing anything else, you know? Like, I could be out there dogging somebody's daughters or, like, you know, hurting somebody's son or, you know, getting into it with the law or whatever. But every time you call me, what I tell you, I'm in the studio. This is where I'm safe at, you know? This is my calm place. So if you don't see me for a couple of days, or or I'm gone for you know a long period of time, like, and I tell you, like, and I'm not. It's certain times I ain't gonna answer my phone just because whatever I'm doing, I'm just I'm just not answering my phone for a second. But usually if it's my mom's, like, yo, I'll let her know, like, yo, I'm in the stew or whatever. And she told me, like, we had an honest conversation, like, you know, and I explained to her, like, my life, there's a lot of shit that happens that you probably never will have to see, and you know, we pray that it's always good shit. But when I'm in the studio, this is my safe place. This is you should understand. At least your son is free. You know, like I'm not locked up, or I'm not, you know.
You're being productive.
Yeah, you know, it's just they just don't. You can't make everybody understand this shit, but I just know. In my heart, it's like, you know, I won't feel like this shit is 100% until my peoples actually understand it. But they won't understand it until, you know, they good, you know. But that's the plan. You feel me? Like, situation with the law, and, you know, kind of just. I think that was like my last straw. Like, all right, you know, I'm gonna just rap, like, you know, cause I sat on. I couldn't even smoke. Like, I was on probation for, you know, like, first 2 years that I was rapping. So I'd be in the studio, you know, I'd be in that bitch fucking sad as fuck, you know, going through relationship problems or real life problems or family problems, whatever, you know, just going through shit in life, and still just like, I'm just like, damn, like all this shit just translates into the music. There's no other way of putting this shit but putting it into the music, because if I put it anywhere else, it's like, it feels like aggression. It feels like I'm being like a hostile person, you know. So it's like, I translate it into the music so people don't feel like I'm, you know, beating myself up or beating them up. Yeah, because a lot of times when you say shit, people feel like it's an attack, but a lot of times it's just like I'll be confused, or I'm just looking for that confirmation, you know. And I'll just make you know, I'll have my little confused face, and people will just be like, yo, like, the fuck, like.
100%, man. That's man, and a lot of real niggas, street niggas will relate to that. Right there, that same message you just shared, bro. A lot of niggas would relate to that for real. Nigga, what?
They scared to say it though. That's the part. I'm young, but I done been through some shit, so I just.
Well, shit, like you said, if you get it, you get it.
You know, we just put it in the music, bro.
What's understood don't gotta be explained.
Yeah, we just put everything in the music.
Well, shit, you got any upcoming projects or anything you wanna let us know you got going?
Shit. Too much shit going on, man. I got a couple videos dropping. I just shot a video last night. I just shot a video last week. Shot a video last night. Got a couple of tracks coming out. Just, I don't know. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through them all and figure out what we dropping. But I got a couple that I already got in mind, and then I got a couple that, you know, I want to make sure I got a video too before I actually just put them out there.
Right.
But tape wise, I was thinking of dropping some for my birthday, but my birthday in, like, you know what I'm saying, less than a month, so I don't know. We might have to postpone that. I think about it. I got a couple things I could put out, but I'm trying to think of what the energy is. Like, I'm trying to think of what the vibes actually are. You know,
you know, the summer finna be here, man.
We
gotta turn this motherfucker up, man. We trying to turn up.
I got some summer music too, but Hey, if you get it, you get it. You feel me?
Let's get it, man. My boy JayJay
Yeah,
Savage in this motherfucker.
I'm in here with Show Life, man.
Yeah, Show Life TV. It's your boy Rebel, man. We out.